It's Sunday the 2nd of January at around 7 o'clock. We had a lot of hiccups this morning at the Quaker meeting. The Wi-Fi wasn't working very well, and I don't know if that affected the computer. As the one operating it meant I was up and down and around about, so I didn't get much time for silence. So I come tonight, and you're welcome to join me in some silence. And as in at least one previous video, we'll see what comes from the silence. The silence may just be itself, or it may bring something from it. So we'll fall into silence and hold it for a while and see what happens. I think we won't go more than 5 minutes on the silence because it would be a long time in video, regardless of what happens. So, join me in falling into silence. So I said 5 minutes, so I think that's come up in the 5 minutes. In a Quaker meeting, it normally would be an hour. We don't have an hour. Well, we do, but it would be different on video. Sometimes we have what's called an afterthought, which it obviously isn't something that's common from the silence, but maybe some thoughts that are arising. So, this is for you as well. So if you get something, I'm interested in hearing. For me, the afterthought is based on something I wrote just yesterday, I think, which was about... So, for a couple of days at Christmas, after Christmas, I went to a retreat centre in Hampshire. And it centres on what's called non-duality teaching. Non-duality teaching is oneness, really, that everything is one. And the writings there, or what's available there, is kind of talking about that we are all one, that we're all connected, which relates to experience I had of oneness about 13 years ago. Anyway, one of the things that I was looking at was how we get into the drama of life. And what I mean by that is, something happens. So, the situation happened to me. I think it was Wednesday, and I was up early. I had stuff to do that day. I set up the ironing board, plugged in the iron, and it just went... Well, the iron didn't, but something happened with the plug and the smoke came out. So I'm not sure how you are with those situations, but typically, once that happens, every emotion in me goes, oh no, I'm not going to get my trousers ironed, shirt ironed, jumper ironed, vest ironed. This is going to spoil my day. Oh, I'm going to have to go and get an iron. I can't go out like this. So, all that's going on. But one of the things about non-duality and the specific aspect that I was looking at was how do we enter into the drama of that? So do we go with the emotions, or do we just kind of watch them? So it's a bit like, are we an actor on the stage, or are we a member of the audience? Well, in a sense, we're both. Both's going on. It depends. If we jump in with the emotions, we become fully the actor. Whereas if we stand back like an audience member and watch what's going on, we are what's often referred to as the watcher. So I decided to try and put this into practice by just watching how the emotions were going. So the watching is like a background, in a way, like the silence. It's always present. So I have this background of me watching all these feelings, noticing them, observing them, and thinking, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I need to do, and then when the time comes, I will go to the store and I'll get, if I can, a new iron. So I did that. I just let the emotions do their feeling, do whatever they wanted to do. Went to the store, bought an iron, came back home, and realised it was a cordless iron. Well, that's a second act for me. What? A cordless iron? Have you ever worked with cord irons? If there's such a thing, if that's what it's called. Something, no, how does this work? This is new, and will this work like I want it to work? So again, do I become the actor with the feelings, or do I stand back and spectate? So again, I thought, okay, let's just work this through. Let's watch these emotions doing what they do, but I need to sort out this iron, and so I did, and I ironed my clothes, went on my way, and was probably delayed by maybe 30 minutes. So just to bring it to a close, really what that's about, I can only speak from my experience, is accepting oneness in that, just like the breath we breathe, it's out there for everyone. And if we didn't breathe it, well, we wouldn't live. So, in a sense, we are loved by being part of all things. And when we become preoccupied or stressed, such as I did, a mini drama, we are stepping into a world of anxiety, of panic, of frustration, when that doesn't have to be the world we step into. So it may feel like that, but we don't have to become that. And this is where trying to have this perspective of being one with all things, that you're held in love, that the drama will rise and fall like the curtains closing on the stage. But if we pay too much attention, if we get into it, we can make it more part of our lives than it needs to be. Return into silence.